Oh, look at like we go back to we all got to see Phil Heath up close. We saw that. I mean, bodybuilding was like anybody was talking about the Mr. Olympia back when Phil was competing.
Yeah.
You had
Mainstream.
big stars, mainstream stars. People were there. It was huge.
And Phil had that,
You
though.
can hate him all you want, but guess what? He made the sport grow.
Yeah, he had that confidence, and he would state it. It's got to be a certain type of person. I don't think I could do it. I know I was a guy that came with the negative. I think there's a word for it where you'd actually like set yourself up for negativity just so you can rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that Martin can do it. I think it's great. I love the fact that Derek's speaking his mind out there. I know we've had people in the amateurs do your show, and they've tried to act like they are going to win it, and they put it, and then everybody starts training harder.
Let's just say it like this. I like this new generation. You guys out there listening. You want to show your manhood. You want to say, listen, man.
Or womanhood.
No womanhood. You want to show your manhood. You want to be like, bitch, you're going down.
Right?
I'm winning today.
Okay.
Today's my day. Got that?
Take it away from me.
You got a problem with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I get it.
I know.
Take it away from me.
I was talking to a guy.
Exactly. And now,
Yeah.
he's so politically incorrect.
Right.
He's talking shit.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to a guy in the gym earlier, and he asked, because I've hung out with Phil, I've worked with Phil, I've taken pictures of him before, and someone asked me, like, what was Phil like when he was a competitor? And he was a complete fucking savage.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see Phil now, where he's moved into more of this kind of ambassador role. But all the greats, you have to be like that. Like, look at Jordan. That Jordan documentary during COVID, I mean, he was a savage.
Whoever was a great at doing something that wasn't savage. I mean, Jay was always pretty nice.
That's true.
But, it was like, all right, Jay won. Cool. Jay's a good guy. It was like, when Phil won, it was like, fuck yeah, Phil won, or fuck, Phil won. Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was way more emotional when Phil won one way or the other.
McGregor, all those great champions,
Yes.
like Khabib was like one of those like Jay, well liked. And so I think well liked champions aren't as, they can become goats, but they're just not well received to the public, so the masses don't follow him. Like Jordan was polarized, right? People hate Jordan or love Jordan.
Hey.
Phil Heath, people.
What was it like when Ronnie won his last Olympia?
Okay.
Everybody, he nearly got booed out of the house. And now, look, he's known as the greatest all time. I mean, everybody loves Ronnie. But when he was done winning his last Olympias, people wanted him gone.
I mean, the one thing with our sport, bodybuilding, bikini, all that stuff, it's so fucking it's subjective. And so, like, you hang on to something so long, and I think people want you to get beat, and they want the judges to just do the thing that's popular to them.
People don't like winners. No more.
Yeah.
People,
sure.
they like you if you win one or two or three. After that, guess what? Somebody else's turn.
Yeah.
No, you got to come get this shit, motherfucker.
We talked about Ashley Cutwasser last week. I mean, that was
Yeah.
a 57th pro show win, and you'll hear people complain that, like, well, she's taking it away. Look, if you're better,
Hey,
come and fucking beat her.
I know we disagree on that. All three. I'm thinking that some of those shouldn't be there, but I'm glad that she's doing it. But you guys love that, and I'm like, I think there's been girls that
Because you're a hater.
Yeah, I'm a hater.
What?
I hate her.
What, the
No, I just don't hate you, Ashley.
You know, the Mile High, 2 years ago, when when Carol came in second or third, and then a month later she beat Ashley. So it's like, I want to see that shit.
I do want to see that.
I want people to be good enough
Ashley's
to
really
beat her.
hard to beat if she's like on.
Oh, yeah.
If she's off, though, she
According
can be
to Dylan.
beat.
Yeah.
I've seen her get beat when she's off, and she never wins the Olympia anymore. But those top girls at the Olympia are
They're great.
you
They're
gotta
great.
be-
I think we'll go into that later. The bikinis divisions rose to some crazy level of physiques, man.
There's some crazy good genetics out there on
For
some
sure.
of these girls.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, like, for me, the sport, the wins, they're great. The champions, I think you got to talk shit. I think you got to have something. But if that's not you, you can't do it. Don't try to fake it. It just looks terrible. But, yeah, I mean, with that being said, do you think you see a change of the guard? Because you got Derek, who does embody a lot of this shit, but you have guys coming up on him, whether it be like Andrew Jack, and then you just said this guy's 274 and Martin. Do you see a change of the guard then? Or do you see another run for 4?
I mean, we haven't seen anyone as dominant since Phil. And then before that, you had Ronnie, and then before that, you
But
had
nobody.
Rami-
Yeah, Phil was the last dominant one. I mean, Derek's winning, but like it's not like
What about Rami?
Rami's
won.
done, I believe.
Yeah, but it was Rami. Rami was dominant
won
for 2 years.
2 years. But again, and Derek's won twice. He won the 212. But again, it really was Phil,
Phil was
Haney,
the last one.
Well,
Ronnie,
Phil,
and
Ronnie,
no,
Arnold.
Derek's won the Open twice.
Dorian.
Derek's won the Open twice, but there's gaps in
Yeah,
between.
but
there.
like Derek's a good champion. I don't take anything away from him, but he's not a Phil Heath caliber. He's
No,
not
he's
a
not.
Ronnie Coleman caliber. He's not a Lee Haney or Dorian Yates.
Is that because of size? Is that why you say that?
No, it's just because I would say because he's a shorter version, and he just doesn't have the graininess. Those guys like Dorian had that nasty, thick graininess. Like Derek has that in like his glutes and his hamstrings, but like you look at his arms, he doesn't have that. Where Dorian had it all over his whole body. Phil's just jumped out at you like 3-dimensional everywhere. Like it was like. Like porcupine
Dude,
spikes just jumped
yeah.
out of his skin everywhere when he posed. So it was
2012 Phil, and even 2011. But when he walked out, we'd never seen anything like that before.
But and Derek's a good physique. The best part about Derek is his tiny little waist. That's good. But like he's getting so big, it's like, but he keeps winning.
Yeah.
And every year,
Kudos to him.
It's never clear though, because you had. I mean, obviously Samson was
No.
off last year, but you had Samson, you have Hottie, you have Derek. I mean, it could go any way with those guys.
I mean, same with the bikini battle right now. You
Yeah.
know, like that could go 3-4 different ways. And
Yeah, we haven't had anyone be dominant.
no one
in bikini.
dominant for that for a while.